it, though. Okay, here we go. All right, we're recording, and it begins in 3, 2, 1.
No,
Thanks,
girls
Jerry.
who park in cars are not really popular. Not even with the boys they park with. Not when they meet at school or elsewhere.
This is the morning stream. Shut up, baby, I know it.
Good morning, and welcome to TMS. It's the morning stream for Wednesday, August 10th, 2022. I'm Scott Johnson. That's Brian Ibbett. Hi, Brian.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
A little shocked that it's the 10th already, if I'm honest.
Right? Yeah.
Hadn't really thought about it until I just looked at that number and went, 10 days in. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
it is weird.
Yeah. I come to you though today with an open mind and excitement. You mentioned pre-show. There's Groot dropping today, but I also want to mention that brand new season, full season. Well, I guess I don't know if they do it on Disney Plus, but a new season of Bluey happens today.
Kablooey! Oh, not Kablooey.
No,
It's
just Bluey. Bluey, the finest show on television, truly.
Wow. True Bluey?
It is definitely not Truey Bluey. But it is a wonderful, wholesome, wonderful thing. I cannot wait to watch new Bluey episodes. Even as a full adult, knowing it's a kid's show, but I don't care. I love it that much.
Nice.
All right. Hey, I got a story for you. In fact, I even have a clip for the story. So here's story time.
Okay.
All right, today's story. And bear with me. This one's a little, well, whatever. I'll just tell you the story.
Good.
Yesterday, I saw a tweet in my timeline.
Okay.
And here's what it said. I'm not going to call the guy's name out or anything. Well, I guess the thing I
will
showed
if you'd
you.
like.
No, it's totally fine. He says, here's what he says. It's messed up how our society values a PS5 more than a book full of knowledge. All books should cost $700, was his statement. And I just thought that was a weird fallacy of comparison and just an odd thing to say.
Yeah. I mean, I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Books are important.
Of course.
PlayStations, comparatively, are not as important.
Yeah, or it depends on who you are and what you value, which is different for everybody. So it almost makes his argument moot in the first place because not everyone is going to be him. So I said, here's I quoted it and said this. I said, "This is a weird take. Like saying it's messed up that society values a car more than lunch. All lunches should cost $40,000. All things cost what they cost. You can bind and print a book in bulk for $12 retail. You can build and ship PS5s for $4.99. I don't know where I got $700 from. Maybe Scalper Market.
Yeah,
I said, how are you comparing them? And so I thought maybe we could have
This is clearly somebody who's pissed off that he can't get a PS5 still.
That's what it says to me. And I said, so I was hoping for an engagement, a conversation. He replies,
a discourse, if you would.
Yeah, here's what he replies with. I have 3 economics degrees as well as more podcasting awards than you. I implore you to use facts and logic, and soon you will ascertain the true value found within books. Perhaps if you had read more of them, we would not be having this discussion, ? Okay, so a-hole response. Well, he put a question mark in it. But
I know, but he didn't phrase it as a question.
I agree.
It should be a period. Perhaps if you had read more of them, we would not be having this discussion.
Perhaps if he's read more sentences with proper punctuation,
exactly.
We would not have this question at the end of this thing, which is not really a question.
Right.
I wrote back because it irritated me.
Right. That first sentence just pisses me off already.
Yeah, the whole thing irritates me. Here's what I said in reply, and maybe I went a little far. You guys can judge. But I said, you sure about the awards? I have 10 plus a Hall of Fame award. I don't usually bring them up because I don't need to overcompensate for anything. If you're done swinging your micro penis around, maybe you can address the actual tweet and your understanding of value versus cost, is what I said.
Nicely put. Very good. Yes.
His reply, I will now present in the form of a screen cap.
All right. You'll have to send this to me as well.
He didn't address... Yeah, I'm going to send this to you right now. He didn't address the question or my statement or any of that.
Sure. Of course he didn't.
No, he didn't. But he did send this. Chat, here you go. He says, this one says it all, he says.
Oh,
and it's
really?
one of those cheap really cheap plastic trophies with a mic on it that says his name, Podcaster of the Year 2021. I don't know who gave these out or what the deal is. That's the only reply I get from the guy.
That's really funny.
I wonder if his multiple degrees in economics could tell me how much a $4 trophy nets you in terms of clout.
That cost at least $14 at Things Remembered.
Yeah.
And
I guess so. Plus,
do they still have Things Remembered? I don't even know if they do. I don't even know if they do. Do
they? They might. That's somebody else's
that's somebody, exactly.
thing. But anyway, what a dumb
doesn't
interaction.
Even work. There's not even a cable attached to that microphone. What a piece of crap.
So my lesson here is this.
Yeah, that says it all.
If someone says something that you think is worth engaging with online, don't actually do it, because you're wasting your effing time with people like this.
The first... Yeah, you know what? You're right, because that first tweet, you can read the way that first tweet is written and know that he's found his soapbox, he's going to stand on it, and there's no way he's going to say, oh, you know what? You're right, good point. Let me step off my soapbox.
Yeah, he's going to die on that hill for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that. I don't and great. Like, I'm glad you got your fun little idea, but why did I think I could have a conversation with that person? Why?
Yeah, I think you should send him a photo of your Hall of Fame trophy and say, oh, really? This is podcaster of all years.
Well, and again, I don't like.
I know, yeah. This is not an EP.
I don't really get into that. But the fact that he brought that up was just like,
it is a weird.
Really?
Like, what does that have to do with knowing? Like, oh, I have more podcasting awards, so therefore I know what. Why a PS5 is less valuable than a book and blah, blah, blah. Like,
it's incredibly annoying. Like, everything about my interaction with
and
this
obviously,
guy.
If you were really good, you'd only need one economics degree. He apparently had to keep going for more because...
one of my followers, though, in line with the conversation said, what this tells me... Oh, no, how did he say it? He said it was really funny. He goes... I'm amazed that multiple... Oh, yeah, I know what it is. What I've learned is multiple economic degrees and multiple podcast awards don't stop you from making a really stupid tweet, is what he wrote back to that guy. So, and I wasn't looking for that kind of fight, right? I was just sort of like...
Right, of course.
I just wanted to discuss this with you. I did have one guy who kind of thoughtfully chimed in and said, well, for example, would you say that the value of a PS5 is greater than the Alexandria library and all that's contained within? I said, of course not. It's priceless what you're describing. Yeah, but also, I can't go to Walmart and go to the section that has the Alexandria library on sale and compare the price to it. I mean, like, the fallacy of comparison is just stupid. It's like saying, I can't believe you paid $4 for that coffee. That coffee should be worth $16 million a cup.
Right, exactly.
Well, no, we place whatever value we place, right? We just do what we do.
Right.
Anyway, it was dumb.
What happens if you read books on your PS5? Whoa!
Oh, what, Brian? Oh my gosh! What if I get a book about the PlayStation 5? Oh, what then?
All right. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, long and the short of it is, don't engage. All right.
We've given that guy way more attention than he deserves. I mean, clearly he's had enough attention with his Podcaster of the Year award.
Yeah, he's definitely.
And you know what? I say this with absolute sincerity. That could easily be some sort of prestigious thing that is in a different circle than the ones we are, because there are all these different little podcasting circles of like the Todd Cochran Awards and then the Podcasting Academy Awards and all that sort of thing. So that one is, I'm sure it is very highfalutin in his area and good for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just goes to show you, when I went up there with Chris Jericho and, came off that night with like 6 awards, juggling 6 awards in a photo Mitsula took. Mm-hmm. And the head of iHeartRadio came up to me and said, I don't know you, but it seems like I should. That's kind of the way that, I feel about this Charles Austin, or not, maybe not the way, I don't feel like I should know him.
No,
but I feel like, that's how these circles work. It's like
it is how they work. And whatever he won it for all I know, he went and had it made. I really don't know. I have no idea. All I know is congratulations because you got one that you don't have to worry about at the TSA. It's not going to make any alarms go off. Okay? It's just nice plastic.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't lick it, though. Probably Chinese lead in there. Be careful. All right, moving on. Hey, Brian, how'd Puzzle Pint go? Did you get all drunk?
I did Puzzle Pint. No, I didn't get all drunk. I had one drink, Scott. God, what are you, my wife?
I know, right?
No, last night was Puzzle Pint, and as always, it's a great thing to go to if you've got one in your area. There is zero pressure. Like, there is no, like, oh, everybody's rushing up there and turning in their sheets and stuff like that. No, you show up when you want to show up. You get a packet of puzzles. You turn the first 4 in to get the 5th one if you've got all your answers right. They keep track of times, but there's no prizes. There's no, they don't even at the bar say, congratulations to Team Brainiacs because they've won. They've gotten it in first, blah, blah, blah. But every month they do a different theme, and this month's theme was The Expanse. You don't have to have read the books. You don't have to have seen the TV show, any of that stuff, but they just have a theme so they can tie all the puzzles together. And this one was a relatively easy one for us. We got it done in one of our fastest times, which usually just means that it was easier because we're not that good ourselves. So if you're thinking about checking them out, you can, again, as always, download them for free from the puzzlepint.com website and checking them out and trying your hand at them. And each of the first 4 puzzles are named after characters, your 4 main Rocinante characters, and God, it's so good. It was such a clever set of puzzles that
so let me get this straight. Because it's not explicitly about the Expanse. In other words, the questions aren't how many times did so and so do a thing.
Famous, right? Exactly.
It's just like dressing on top of regular question, or could be regular questions.
Exactly. They have a puzzle there that where you have to figure out the placement of several asteroids in a grid based on numbers along the sides, almost like a Picross, or there was another name that I think Amy or somebody had talked about for that type of puzzle, Kakurogram or something like that. I can't remember,
right.
but
yeah.
And you have to figure out the placement of these asteroids in this grid, and then you fly the Rocinante through them based on some qualifiers. But that could have easily been driving Fred Flintstone's car through a field of boulders. It could have easily been Star Wars, pilot your droids, make your droids go through Tatooine and avoid the Jawa clusters and things like that. So,
yeah, no, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, and it's a free PDF. Download it, print it, and have some fun with it. And if you need any hints or nudges, because occasionally we do too. We didn't last night, but occasionally we do, and we need to go up to the front and say, we figured out this part of the puzzle. We don't know how to get it to this part of the puzzle. Then hit me up on Twitter, Discord, wherever, and I can give you a little nudge that won't give you the answer, but it'll get you pointing in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, I am very intrigued always when you talk about it, and then I never do it. I should probably. You should
try it. It would be a great thing for you and Kim and Carter and Nick, like some get together.
Yeah.
After jambalaya, after the plates have been cleared, let's do a few of these puzzles together, because doing them as a group is the best part.
I need to work on my kids clearing their plates still. They've never really gotten that down. They just expect
no dessert for you.
They expect me and Mom to do it. So.
Oh, I get you, clearing their plates that way as opposed to.
They're terrible at it. They don't. They just see it miraculously. Somehow those plates move, go to the sink, clean themselves. Rinse themselves, get put in a dishwasher, and get cleaned. Weird. I don't know how that happens.
How does that happen? They just magically fly into the...
How does it work? Anyway, Carter, I am looking at you. All right, let's go. Let's
One more thing I want to tell you about.
Yeah, go ahead.
The most recent episode of Fly on the Wall with David Spade and Dana Carvey features guest star Mike Judge, who, of course... did a few shorts for Saturday Night Live in the 80s, one of which was the inspiration, well, 4 of which were the inspiration for the movie Office Space. Office Space was a was one of these things that started out as a SNL cartoon, a short, and got turned into a movie.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Milton. And Mike Judge talks about Hank, King of the Hill. He talks about Milton, Beavis and Butthead, Silicon Valley, but he also does all the voices, which some of these I didn't realize were him. He does Boomhauer and is it Boom? Who's the mumbly dude?
That's Boomhauer, and that's definitely
Boomhauer,
him. Yeah, he did. He does well in Beavis and Butthead's case. He did everybody.
He did everything. Yeah, I mean,
a couple
he's
of girl
Hank,
voices he didn't, but yeah.
Hank Hill. He it's great stuff, and you hear the genesis. You hear where he came up with these characters, and it's great because he talks about Hank Hill and where Hank Hill came from.
Nice.
It's one of the funniest parts of the whole show is him talking about the genesis of that character.
Oh, there it is. I just found it. I'm going to subscribe and hear. I want to hear that.
Yeah, it's so good. Yeah.
Something interesting here. I was talking to. It's okay to say his name, I guess. But we were talking about Tanner.
Yes.
And Tanner's got this podcast he's been running with some friends, and somebody with the same or similar name.
Oh, yeah.
Called him with a cease and desist or whatever.
Right.
Or not an official one. It was more like a please take it down or I have to get lawyers involved kind of thing. I just noticed when I search for Fly in the Wall, there's no less than, I think we're close to 30 shows all called that.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how in the hell do you do it?
That's why, Coverville is named what it is. I wanted something that was searchable, that you didn't have to try and remember if there was a the or a no the in front of it.
Yeah.
It was like, I just want something that no one else is going to be like, oh, the Two Guys Talking podcast or the Husband and Wife Chat podcast or whatever.
Exactly. That's why we did the instance that way. Or my idea at the time was everybody's called
the instance is a great
the Wowcast, the Warcraft cast,
right?
Warcast.
Everybody felt like they had to have cast in the name.
I hate that so much. Anyway, Tanner, that's for you, dude. It appears that everybody does this, and I think you should tell those guys to F off and do what you want. That's what I think.
Well, yeah.
I mean, look, if they're going to just send you hey, we're doing a thing, okay.
I mean, if they've been doing it longer, they probably will never act on it or anything like that.
Yeah, if they send you an actual cease and desist from a lawyer, fine. But until they do that, forget it. Just do what you want to do, all right?
Yeah, the other advantage, though, is that, then it's going to make it easier for people to find you if you switch it to a unique name, but who knows?
That's true. The hard part, though, is, well, whatever. Like, there's always this balance.
Changing horses midstream is a dangerous proposition.
Plus, it just sucks.
The horses will drown.
Yeah, the horses don't know what to do. They're horses. They're stupid. They're going to drown, and then when the river dries up, you're going to send them...
Changing horses mid-race? Why is the phrase changing horses midstream, or am I just conflating two phrases?
I don't think it's horses in midstream, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Changing...
No, changing... Merriam-Webster. Changing horses in midstream.
Oh. Okay. Why is that a phrase? Okay. That's weird, isn't it? There's no stream.
Very weird. Yeah.
To change plans or approaches in an inopportune time, such as when an effort is already underway, generally considered to be an inadvisable thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what the history of this is, but I would have said no, that's wrong. But that's right. You got it right.
Yeah. From a 1864 speech by can't be Abraham Lincoln.
Really?
This is where I'm going to put up some fake information on the web.
I wonder if
from an 1864 speech by Abraham Lincoln in reply to delegation from the National Union League who were urging him to be their presidential candidate. An old Dutch farmer who remarked to a companion once that it was not best to swap horses when crossing streams.
Oh, don't change horses midstream because you're crossing a busy river, and if you do that, you're going to fall in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I did a Dali mini search for this idiom. We'll see what it comes up with.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it'll be good. Who knows?
I do like that. One of the related searches is don't try to teach your grandma to suck eggs. I know that comes from Ren and Stimpy, but it's such a weird...
It is weird. Is that where it came from? I didn't even know that. I thought it was
I thought it was, but maybe not.
I don't know what it is from, but I just remember hearing it before. I didn't know it was Ren and Stimpy.
No, it is attributed way earlier than Ren and Stimpy.
Who first said it?
The notion of advising not to offer advice to those who are older and more experienced. Well, okay, so it's saying 1542, but then the 20th century with this quotation are attributed by the Reader's Digest to Mark Twain, though not proven to be authentic. When I was a boy of 14, my father was so ignorant I could hardly stand to have the old man around. But when I got to be 21, I was astonished. No, that's a different thing. That does mention grandmas and sucking eggs.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I'll teach your grandmother to suck eggs.
I can't find anything on it. That's just because my search
it's
food
from,
is bad.
Happy Joy is
the space one where they're in space, right? Is that
Yeah.
the space one? I think so.
No. Well, it's from the song Happy Joy.
Oh, I thought that first appeared in the space episode where they first.
Oh,
sang
maybe
that.
it did.
Yeah.
That I don't remember.
It's been ages. I don't remember, and now I feel weird watching him because John K's gross.
Oh, here we go. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Oh, he's super gross, dude. The stories about him
sucks.
are bad.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Letter from Percy Biz Shelley to Leigh Hunt, 15th of August, 1819. But what am I about? If my grandmother sucks eggs, was it I who taught her? That's how old it is, dude. It is nearly... No, it is 200 years old. 200 years old, that phrase.
But when we say suck eggs, it hits us different than they would have said in the 1800s because they're actually talking about taking it like a boiled egg and sucking it, right?
Is that what they were talking about?
I assume
so.
I assume so because it can't be like 80s vernacular of like, oh man, that guy sucks eggs. Like I just don't think it comes off the same, right?
Yeah,
Probably.
I don't want to look at Urban Dictionary, but I do want to know where suck eggs. Here we go. Sucking eggs. Yeah, it was a way to eat them raw, so not even boiled.
Jeez.
This is like you're at the Orange Julius and you're like, don't bother putting it in my drink. I'm just gonna suck that egg raw.
That sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. Wait, Kretz89 says eggs are testicles. That is incorrect. They are not testicles of any kind.
Kicked me right in the huevos.
Yeah, they're technically eggs. All right. Well, there's that.
Anyway, yes. Let's do something fun.
Let's do something fun. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Hold on, I got to add him to this call here. Oh, shoot him in the Cole groups. Oops, I'm in the wrong group. Man, there's too much shit going on.
Jeez.
I know.
We need icons. Like, can we make an icon for our...
We have one. It's got our logo and everything, but...
Oh, the TMS one. You know, I was looking at the Brian Dunaway one, but...
Oh, right. Yeah,
because you don't use that one for this. You use the TMS one. Derp.
Right. For some reason, Nicole's in that one. I got a
Dunaway.
Well, no, that's a third one. I got a Nicole Dunaway one going now. Mm-hmm. I don't know what's going on, but
Nicole sent us a message, Scott.
Oh my gosh. Let's find out what that message was.
Thanks, Nicole. Apparently, I'm not involved in that one.
I'm looking real quick here.
Were you a part of the final score? No.
It's an old final score thing.
Go suck eggs.
We haven't appropriated that one for TMS yet. We're working on it.
Yeah, I have that so she was showing off the whiskey flask from that show that someone made for us. I always forget his name.
Probably Joe Gates.
I think it is Joe Gates, and I have that somewhere, but I don't know where. Well, anyway, welcome.
No, Joe Gates.
Yeah, Joe Gates. Hey, Joe Dunaway Gates. What are you doing? How are you today? How are you feeling?
Oh, hi, Scott and Brian.
Hi.
I'm feeling pretty good today. The humidity and the atmosphere has kind of gotten a little less involved, so I can actually go outside and go. Is that air I breathe?
Yeah,
yes, it is.
Is that air you're breathing? You think it's air you're breathing?
Yes. Instead of soup, like I've been snorting for almost a month now.
Yeah, you don't want the soup. I agree. We have a listener.
Seriously, sometimes all you need is the air that you breathe.
I agree with that.
Apparently.
Singy song, man. All right, here we got a listener on the line. Let's find out who this is. Hi, who's this?
Hey, this is a really hoopy fruit in the chat.
It is a really hoopy fruit in the chat. Yeah, it's good to have you here. We've had you at least once before, right? On here?
Once before, about a couple months ago.
Okay. Yeah, my memory is serving at least some purpose these days. Anyway, welcome to the show. Here's the deal. Brian has to explain what this is and how it works and what you'll win. Brian?
I am legally obligated to do this. It's time to play the Tadpool Feud. I've surveyed the Tadpool on some nerdy topics, and Scott and Brian will have to predict the answers that they gave us. It's their job to see how many of those answers they can guess. Now, really hoopy fruit, Belgium, man. Your job is more important than ever because you're going to be working with either Scott or Brian. If your team wins, you get a prize package that includes F1 2020. God, I hate one. F1 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
F1.
Yeah. F. Murray
F1.
Abraham. Exactly.
And main assembly, which is that's where they have the spirit, the pom poms and stuff like that. That's in the main assembly.
Oh, God.
And the other assembly is where they've got the magician.
Wow. Yeah, you're right.
As long as it's not the secondary.
It's so that I can really
Yeah.
quickly type a really hoopy fruit into the table here, so I don't forget who played today.
Nice. Very well done.
All right, let's get to the game. You guys need a topic. Put your hands on your buzzers.
Oh, hold on, chat. Let's show it to you. Okay, we're there. All
right, okay.
Look at it. Look
Somewhere
at it,
around
Chad. Look at it.
700 tadpoolers answered the following question. 23 of them, for whatever reason, couldn't be bothered to come up with an answer, and I think that they're just no fun. Here's this question. Here's your question. What is your favorite tabletop game?
Oh,
Scott.
jeez, it took forever.
Wow.
I know there's like a weird
I
lag
know,
on
it's a
it.
tough one, right? Because you're thinking of the tadpole. But you need an answer.
Yeah, I'll give you an answer. Gloomhaven. Someone will say Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven. Show me Gloomhaven.
Gloomhaven.
Ooh,
Big
number
points.
9. Great points.
Yeah.
But there's 8 answers
Yeah.
that'll beat it.
Yeah.
Brian, the D.
Brian
But,
the D.
All right. Right. The D.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. My kids are always bothering me. Andrew, you know who you are. Let's play Settlers of Catan.
Settlers
Okay.
of Catan.
Yeah,
Sure.
I
All right.
like the Catan.
Show me getting those sheep resources. Number
yeah.
3. So very good, Ryan.
Oh,
You get possession
Mhm.
of both the board and a really hoopy fruit. You've just taken possession of one of our listeners. How do you feel
Oh.
about that?
Nicely job.
Hi, Hoopy Fruit. I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah. You guys are a match made in
Yeah.
heaven. So what do you guys think?
Yeah.
Well,
Hoopy, what do
we
you
matched
think,
up
man?
before,
You
too,
got.
so I'm happy to be with Brian here.
Yeah. No, it's a good call.
That's right. You got a tabletop game in mind, or do you want me to pull one from the hat?
I'm surprised that Catan wasn't number 1. I thought that would have been.
I was
the
too.
First one there.
Yeah.
Which
Popular.
which kind of makes me think that a more obvious one is up there. Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
I feel like just maybe a classic like Monopoly or something has got to be up there.
No, I think if nothing else, it surely is on the board somewhere, and surely will
I
get us
think-
some points.
I
Give
think
us
people,
some
like, love to
Monopoly.
hate it.
Shirley.
Yeah, give us
Don't call
Manop-
me Shirley.
Wait. He was still
What?
talking.
Oh.
Was he still?
I
Was he
was
still
just saying,
talking?
I think Monopoly's one that people just love to hate. you know?
Yeah, I do. I
Yes,
love to
there
hate
you
it.
go.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't love
there you go.
Monopoly.
All right. Show me Monopoly. Number 1 answer on the board.
Wow!
Yeah.
Look at you nailing
it's,
it.
There's
So all those people that say they hate it are lying?
Yeah, they're lying.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Or,
or
or trolls. A whole
Or
room full of
trolls.
trolls. Okay.
Vocal
Or there's-
minority. Always a vocal minority when you hear people complain. It's true, including me. I'm very vocally but minority about how much Monopoly sucks. I know a lot of people really like it, and I don't
Yeah.
like it. Not a fan.
Yeah. I like it.
Monopoly
I like it. That was a
Deal.
good one.
I'll tell you what. You get Monopoly Deal out, you got a deal. I'll play that. That's a good
Mm-hmm.
game. This thing.
I will say. Well, no, I won't say anything. I was gonna say well, it doesn't hurt or help the game if I say one person said Monopoly Deal.
Oh, they did? Oh.
Really?
Well, once again, vocal minority. What are you going to do? It's a
Why
great
not?
game.
Why
People should
not?
play it. Anyway,
Do
all
you,
right.
do you have another one you want to try? Or you want to pass it back to me?
Well, I guess I have a clarifying question here. So,
Sure.
what are we considering
Do it.
tabletop games? Is that including card games?
Ah.
Is it like board games?
If you
What
can
are we
play
thinking
the
here?
game on a tabletop, then it's a tabletop game. So everything fitting into that is fair game, right? Other than setting up
I'm gonna-
a
I'm gonna keep-
PlayStation
I'm gonna keep
console
that.
on a tabletop.
Yeah. I'm going to keep my Beavis and Butthead comments to myself today.
Okay, yeah.
I've consumed a lot of Beavis and Butthead this week, and I'm just trying not to. Anything you do on a tabletop is considered a tabletop
Exactly.
game.
Is
All
fair,
right.
is fair game. Yes.
Why
no pun
don't
intended.
you take the next one and I'll think of one?
All right, then, you know what? This may be controversial, but I'm going to say I like to play my 20-sided dice on the top of a table, aka the D&D, please.
Oh, duh.
Sure.
The
Duh.
dungeons and the
Sure,
dragons.
the dragons with the dungeons in them.
Yeah.
Yes. All
Damn
right.
it.
Good answer.
Show me dungeons and/or dragons.
Ah,
Number 2.
of course.
Not a lot of points, but that's some low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, I'm still ahead. Funny enough, I'm still in the lead somehow.
You're,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
really are.
Yeah,
No, yeah.
yeah. 3 points. All right. What do y'all got?
What,
do
yeah,
you
another
think,
one.
Brian, what do you
All
think
I'm
about,
doing
like-
is go ahead.
What do you think about like Cards Against Humanity? Is that still big enough?
I think we should give it a try. Why not? Let's spin it. I think it may not be as popular as it once was, but I think it's probably still going to be on the board and maybe give us some points.
I hate that
Sure.
game so much.
All right. Show me Cards Against Humanity.
Oh.
Number 11.
Oh, I
11.
felt like it should
So
be there. Yeah.
It should have been there, yeah.
Hate that game. All right, let's
All right,
go with.
Scott's got control.
I do have control for the moment. Why don't we go with? It just left my brain. Shit. Hold on. Oh, Munchkin was what I was going to say.
Munchkin.
Oh, Munchkin's great.
Yeah.
All right. Which version?
Oh, any. Well, do I have to be specific?
No, you don't have
Okay.
to be specific.
I like vanilla.
I like vanilla as well.
Vanilla Munchkin. It's the tastiest. Show me Munchkin. I like going to Dunkin' Donuts and getting a whole box of
Oh,
Munchkins.
they're the best, aren't
Yeah.
they? Mm.
Good old John Kovalik art. I
Yeah.
love me some
Right.
Munchkin.
Number 7, by the way, for those listening and not watching.
Oh man, Scott's killing it with his obscure
I know, it's like-
answers.
Yeah, if he picks all the stuff on the right side and you pick all the stuff on the left,
That's so
Hoopy
bad.
Fruit is not going to walk away with a couple really hoopy games.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Ooh.
guess that okay, I want to make a
Let's
disclaimer.
pick all the games you hate, Scott.
I'm just going to do a disclaimer here. I'm about to say a thing that I promise you is not. This is not self promotion. I just
Oh, I
I have a
know.
feeling
Are
that
you
maybe it
trolling
got
us?
mentioned.
It's
Maybe maybe 10th or something. But I'm just going to say it. Did anybody put
it's
Rock
pretty
Runners
smart.
on there? Rock Runners, maybe.
you know your audience. It's pretty smart.
Show me Rock Runners.
Damn it! You
Number 15 on the list.
All right.
So
Oh yeah,
up there, right?
that was
Like
a pretty.
when you-
that was
yeah.
pretty smart.
yeah, I'll
It's
take
very
that.
smart. It was a smart run because you know your audience, right? I mean,
Yeah,
come on now.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought maybe they'd sneak it in. It's all good.
All right, back over to Brian and Hoopy Fruit.
Hoopy, do you have a guess?
Hoopy.
Hoopies.
Well, we know that the tadpole is pretty nerdy with their tabletop games. If Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons came in second, what do you think about like Warhammer 40,000?
Oh yeah, it's a good one.
Oh, there are a lot of Warhammer fans over there in the Tadpoolie. So yeah,
sure.
I think it's a great guess.
I
Yes,
love
yes.
40K. Listen, for all my hate for Monopoly, all my love is for 40K. Love it.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Although I've never played the tabletop game, I've only played the video games.
The video game.
Yeah, I like all the video games. I like the lore. I like everything about it. I've read 3 books. It's all great, but I've never actually played the tabletop game. And I even have a bunch of tadpoolers made me a bunch of pieces, and they're over here beautifully sitting, looking awesome, but I don't play. I should probably do it. Anyway, did they get it?
All right. Show me. Just waiting for you guys to stop talking.
I know,
Good
right?
Lord.
Blah, blah,
Show
blah.
me Warhammer 40K.
Oh,
Number
come on.
12. Another one just out of the top 10.
That's
Every
shocking.
time I think I know the Tadpool,
Right.
they
Reel
disappoint
ya
me.
back in.
I know. Just a bunch of disappointing Fs is what they are. Scott, control back over to you.
Okay. What's the railroad game? German game? Shit.
It's called Railroad.
Thomas.
I'm trying to remember the name of the damn thing.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
No.
I mean, you can put him on the table, I suppose.
What's it called? Ride my train ride.
Remember the guy? Remember the guy who was the-
Sorry. No, I just looked at it. Ticket to Ride.
All right. Ticket to Ride.
Ticket ride.
Show me Ticket to Ride. Scott, again, right in the right side of the chat there.
I hate you
Or
so
right
much.
side of the board, I mean.
All right.
I hate you.
Oh boy.
May your ticket to ride be straight to Happy Town.
Yeah, straight to Happy Town's where I want to go.
Straight to Happy Town.
Okay. Boy, howdy, am I running out of ideas here? Let's go with
I mean, there is, you guys certainly can look at the chat room, by the way, because they don't know. They know what they put, but they don't know what. I've always told you that. They don't know what
I didn't think we could look
ones
there.
are, but they can, the crap they throw in there might actually throw you off.
Oh,
so.
I
I like this. So we went from Jeopardy to Wheel of Fortune. What is it? What games can you yell
exactly.
at?
I mean,
There's like,
listen, this is Family Feud. You remember like all having those other family members all yelling stupid answers at you while they clap like
right.
seals at the circus.
Yeah, that's true. All right, let's do the one with the disease and the whatnot, the pandemic. Let's do that.
Sure. All right.
Oh, that's a good
Show me a big pan of Demic.
Yeah.
Like I said, don't always follow chat room. Number 14, pandemic, by the way.
I was worried when he said, "Look in the chat room. Why not? You're not going to get anything."
Yeah.
I mean, every once in a while, something they says is an
Right.
answer, but
Oh, no. Hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm getting it pulled up. Hold on a second. Okay. Do you have one? I have. Look, how I've been playing it is just going through my mental closet. So I have a closet in our living room,
Yeah.
and it has all the board games in it, and I'm just kind of like flipping through those.
yeah.
But Hoopy,
Yeah,
if
I
you
think
have one,
It's a good way to do it. By the way, you are going to
Yeah.
need
a lot of
either
points.
you're going to need that 10 and some other ones, or the 8, 4, and 5
now-
just to have a fighting chance.
Yeah.
Scott's going to run the board. Doesn't matter.
Well, that's a terrible
Brian,
attitude.
I think you should take this one. I've gotten us so far 1 point and 23 almost points.
Oh, now I'm worried. Oh my God, I just feel like I think it's just in the. When did you ask this question? Because it's been in the public conscience lately.
About an hour ago.
Operation has been everybody's mind because
sure.
I forget who said it, but I heard it one time about a year ago. Someone said, the guy on the operation, you ever notice he's wide awake? And it seems like everybody seems to be making that observation now. It seems to be.
By the way, his name is
The
Cavity
zeitgeist of
Sam.
it.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
not just
Cavity
call him the
Sam.
operation
Yeah,
guy. He's Cavity Sam.
Exactly. Don't
I
touch his funny
apologize.
bone. May I play? Says the mom on
Right.
their way downstairs.
Right.
Come on now.
What-
Right. It's also, I mean, with the shortage in the medical industry right now, they are taking people
Right.
who just played a lot of Operation as kids.
Yeah.
Do we have an emergency? Anybody here play Operation? Operation, anyone?
I could really quickly find a red bulb. All right, show me. Don't touch his funny bone.
Oh,
Operation. Where is it in the list? That one's not as high,
120.
surprisingly.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I figured the tadpole out.
Well,
No.
now if I run the board, he wins, right? If I get all these.
Oh
I thought
yeah,
they were
if you get
full of
all these,
memes.
yes, correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, all right. So here comes phase 2, Del Boca Vista.
I was
My answer.
gonna follow up with like King of Tokyo because it's like one of my favorite games.
Well,
to
you
play.
can't. You
Like,
can't be giving me answers now. You're 3 strikes down.
I can do what I want.
You can
It's-
suck a duck.
You're the only one who can play, and we got to run the board.
That's right.
Do
You
what I
do.
want.
So here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say the obvious one. I can't believe it took me this long to have it pop into my head. I was thinking of Wizards of the Coast and other stuff they do. Magic: The Freaking
Oh, yeah.
Gathering. Gosh dang it!
MTG.
Brilliant.
Yep, you totally
Yes.
play that on a tabletop. All right, show me all those land resources that you're never going to get out of your hand.
What?
Oh
Oh.
Magic the Gathering, by the way, number 20 on the list.
I said
People
King
did
of
say it.
Tokyo, Scott.
Wait a minute. How did Rock Runners beat freaking Magic: The Gathering on the list? That's insane to me.
Yeah, see, there you,
You
go.
people.
Humble
King
brag.
of Tokyo. I mean, you'll be King of Tokyo. By the way, surprising. Also, not higher because
Not?
that game
Oh.
is so good. Yeah,
really
not
is.
even. There it is, 61st in the list.
I've never played King Tokyo. I should check
Wow.
it out. I don't know what that is.
It's
Oh, that's
really,
a
really
great
good.
game.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
Well, surprisingly, the last 4 on the list are all games that are older. Like, the newest
that's a
one
pretty
on here
good.
is one that came out in the 80s. Number 4,
Connect Four.
gotta
Life.
risk it for the biscuit. Risk. number 4.
Nice.
Number 5, of course, getting a nice boost recently from a mobile game that I think most of us played, Scrabble.
Yeah, Scrabble.
Number 8
Scrabble.
had a movie based on it, Clue.
Clue. Oh, get a clue, Scott. Get a clue.
That was in okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense, right?
Yeah,
It does
Clue.
make
It's
sense. Oh, yeah,
popular.
for sure.
People like it. What's number
And
10?
people like those. Listen, Monopoly was number 1, so you got to think that a lot of these older games are still super popular, including number 10. Oh, come on, turn. There we go. Trivial Pursuit.
Oh man. Hey, was what's the drawing one? Pictionary. Was that on there?
Pictionary, not high on the list. I'll run down the rest of these. Carcassonne, number 13. Rock Runners, as I said, number 15. Right. Sorry. Betrayal at House on the Hill. Chess. Codenames. Again, another one that I thought would be higher. Terraforming Mars. Life or the Game of Life. Wingspan. Backgammon. Dark Tower or Return to Dark Tower, since some people picked that one up. Root. Secret Hitler. Uno. Yahtzee. Axis and Allies. Exploding Kittens.
Exploding Kittens.
7 Wonders. Hero Quest. Splendor. Checkers. Dominion. Lords of Waterdeep, which is MTG, so that actually that would have moved Magic the Gathering up to 18th place.
Oh, sweet.
Wouldn't have
You
helped.
almost won.
Wouldn't have helped.
Yeah.
One Night Werewolf, Parcheesi, Poker, Sushi Go, Sequence, Apples to Apples.
Yeah. Oh, really? Another Kovalik, right?
Yeah. Battleship,
Apples to
Beer
Apples.
Pong, Candyland, Chinese Checkers, Mansions of Madness, Dominoes. It goes on and on.
And
on on.
nobody said your mom. Nobody. Okay.
Actually, one person. I swear to God.
Someone put your mom?
Because one person said it, and alphabetically it's last. The 198th entry in the list is your mother.
Oh, who wrote that? You chuckleheads.
Amish Overlord, no. One Night Werewolf and Secret Hitler are very different games. There's some similarities in the way they're played, but Secret Hitler has a lot more variety and depth to it, and movement to it than One Night Werewolf.
Yes, indeed. Here's the sad news. No winner today.
Yeah.
So I have to play. What do I do a thing for that? Hold on.
Loser, chicken user.
Is there like a sad drop both down?
I
Chicken
can't.
sucker.
I'm trying to find one here. Oh, you know what? I'll play this for you. Where is it?
Well, how about
I
you
can't.
lose?
You lose.
Dragon.
Beef.
No, that's dragon beef. I can't find any of that. But I do know that it was awesome having you on, because who doesn't like a little hoopy fruit in their life? And one day you'll win.
Yeah.
I'm sure of it.
I won today.
But don't worry, this thing will be carried forward, guys. You'll
These
get
prizes will be available next week for somebody.
And then you
so.
compound them, right? You add something to them.
I do. I add something to it every time. Yeah.
Nice. All right, so watch for
You
that.
mix them up in your little medical thing there. Your little, what do you call it? Little grinder thing. What's that called?
I do. I grind them up.
Pestle. Was it?
I grind them up like my extra Pikachus and make something new out of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
His little medical thing. He calls it.
Pestle. What is it called?
What is it called?
Mortar and pestle? Sure, mortar and pestle.
Why is that a medical thing?
That's it.
To make? You mean like making
Because
herbs?
you grind like herbs, and they used alchemy or in
Yeah.
creating a poultice, creating
Yeah.
a nice poultice.
Yeah. How do you want to grind this up? Do you have a medical thing? Use that. That'd be good. Use that.
Use the medical.
Dunaway, always fun having you on. Last night we did a Play Retro. Everybody go check that out. It was great. Good time. Talked about the Beavis and Butthead video games of the 90s and how those tie-ins panned out. Now, if they're any good today, if they're even worth your time, well, you might be surprised what we had to say. So check that out. And, of course, Brian has a stream he does all the time. Where do people get it? How do they get it? What do they do?
No, what they do is go to twitch.tv/Brian Dunaway. I stream most every night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, but not tonight. But tomorrow night, yes.
All right, well, kiss our butts. Bye. All right, he's out. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Tom Merritt will be joining us, and we will be talking some really important, cool tech stuff. So stick around for that. We got recommendals after that, but we need this song before we do any of it.
Well, let's go to the Syndicate, who sent me this one, and thank you to the label, the fine label, the Syndicate, and Shane over there. This is a brand new album by a performer named Wax. Why am I saying it like that? Because there's 2 A's in it. So it's WAAX. It's a 5-piece from Brisbane, Australia, led by Maz DeVita, lead singer Maz DeVita. This is great. Like, if you like, as I do, if you like some of the harder edge stuff from Olivia Rodrigo, or even the new stuff from Willow Smith, 2 artists that I never thought I'd like as much as I do, or a little bit of Paramore. If you dig that stuff, you're probably going to like the brand new album from Wax called At Least I'm Free. Here is the first single from that album. It's called No Dose. Just like the stuff you buy to keep awake as you cram for that test. Just like What's-Her-Face from Saved by the Bell. Here is No Dose from the band Wax.
You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too. Don't do that, okay?
You know, my favorite type of weed was cocaine.
The Morning Stream. The next best thing since sliced bread.
All right, we're back, everybody. Regale me in the information about that song, if you don't mind.
I shall. That was the song No Dose by the band Wax, WAAX, from the brand new album, At Least I'm Free.
Oh, I love it.
It's great. It's really good hard edge stuff.
Nice. All right. On that note, well, maybe Tom Merritt isn't here today.
I thought he was on vacation, but maybe not. I don't know.
Maybe he is,
I don't
and
know.
I'm just dumb. Well, let's see. I just texted him.
Okay.
Oh, he won't be there. Oh, shit. I forgot. My bad. No worries. Okay. You're right. He's gone. He's not here today.
Okay.
He's, there's
Well, I'm
something.
glad one of us pays attention.
You really did, because I completely forgot he said anything. He must have said something.
I didn't remember until I got his Free Tom newsletter last week that reminded me. So,
Yeah.
I shouldn't get any credit. It's just.
Well, for whatever reason, I spaced it. But that's
Yeah.
okay, because
Well.
we'll see if we can get Randy and Nicole in here early. Why not?
You think we can get them? It's a little early.
It's a little early, but I'll bet we can, because
Okay.
it's not that early.
I mean, if not, we could answer 3 quick questions from the Tadpool. But
We could.
Oh, we got a Randy.
But we already got a Randy.
Let's see if we get a Nicole. If we don't get a Nicole, then
maybe we'll... And we could still
We'll
answer
vamp.
those with a Randy while he's here.
Oh.
Randy, do you like being called the Randy? Do you like that? How do you feel about that? Oh, you're muted. Oh,
I
nope,
just
you're there.
I just know that I don't know. I don't know, man.
You don't know?
I wasn't ready for that question.
I know. Nobody's ready for anything. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to, and while we ring Nicole, who probably needs to be texted, I'll do that real quick.
Okay. All right.
Because she doesn't know we're doing this early.
Yeah.
Whoops.
This is not early, by the way.
No,
you guys
not that early.
usually get to this segment about this time.
Well, it's usually around...
no, you're
it's
crazy.
It's usually around
This-
10:15.
Tom is usually 10:05 to like 10:20, and then we pull you in.
I am crazy. You're correct.
You're crazy. Yeah, I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
I know. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Good.
And you
So are we going to have breakfast when I'm out there? I got to figure out my schedule because we're doing Oogie Boogie night, one of those nights that I'm in.
What's Oogie Boogie
So,
night? Tell me
Anaheim.
what the hell's that? What's Oogie Boogie?
That is, it's cool. It's like a, so they're closing the Disney California Adventure to the public and opening up to a portion of the D23 Expo attendees. And it's basically Disney California Adventure, nighttime. They've set up trick-or-treat trails, but done it as Disney, as only Disney can do. So like really done up. You're going through the Enchanted Forest and stuff like that. And the rides will still be running. So you do Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout at night. You're doing Cars Land at night. Should be really cool. And then Oogie Boogie is there.
Okay, he's the one. He's the
Doing
big ghost-looking burlap dude that
from Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
So
that's cool.
to answer your question, yes, I have been all up in the OC subreddit lately, and it's like there's just something about it. It's just wild. It's like I wish everyone had their like local, not local, but like their area subreddit with crazy people in it. Just like like it's just so fun. So anyway, like what happens in a subreddit like this one is every single day someone says, "Where's the best Thai food in the OC? Where's the best Hawaiian food in the OC?" And so what I'm aiming for is where in the Anaheim area is the legit breakfast. I don't want the buffet. I want the legit breakfast. I want an old woman with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth serving me pancakes and calling me sweetie. Like,
God, I wish there was a Dupar's close to Anaheim. I don't know why there isn't, right? Like Axe that sad chicken and waffles place that was really good the first time I went there and then just went downhill and change it to a Dupar's.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dupar's, it sounds like the only place to ever eat ever when I talk to Brian. It sounds like the most amazing.
If you want a pancake, it is the only place to ever eat ever.
Yeah. Why would you want anything else, honestly? I mean, it does sound good. I would eat it right now. Like, let me have some.
I have had so many mediocre breakfasts in Anaheim, California. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's because they know it's like people there are trapped, basically. They know that people have taken a super shuttle or a Lyft or a taxi to Harbor Boulevard, and they're stuck there, or whatever it is, Harbor.
Or you're just like staying in a hotel area, and there's like a buffet every block.
That's true.
And you're just gonna pay whatever. Oh, $47 for some breakfast foods that are sitting in a warming tray. Yeah, let's go.
I'll go out on a limb and say I think the breakfast at the Hilton there in Anaheim, just right by the convention center, is actually the breakfast there is actually pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay.
I mean, it's all right. Like the Marriott, the one we always go to on Sunday morning. Marriott.
The buffet. Yeah, it's not bad.
But it's very expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's the other thing you pay for.
I want the old lady with the cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
I think Shoujo Beach should contribute to this conversation. I think Tom Robinson should contribute to this conversation.
Yeah, you guys you should tell us what we're missing out on, because you guys live right there now. You know, what do we?
I mean, Shoujo lives in Las Vegas, but
that's right.
She does now, but she used to live in
That's true.
Central California.
She moved.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She was more in the Bakersfield area. That's right. Right.
Bakersfield. That's where all the meth is. Oh, hi. Tom Merritt is out today. Hi.
He called in sick.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me know.
I did. We didn't know till right when the show started, or right when the hour started. I know, it's our bad. We should have. It's the only warning we could give you. I think he told us last week that he was gone today, but for some reason it slipped my mind. So anyway, but here you are. You're fine. You're good, right? How you doing?
Yeah. It's a need to know basis. Right now, I need to know.
You need to know. Welcome to it's a shortened version of our theme, since we're starting a little bit weird, but it's good to have you here. We were just chatting about living in the OC versus other places and where a good breakfast can be found. How have you had a great Missouri breakfast since you moved? Have you been like, man?
Yes. Well, no, sort of.
Okay. Well, thanks.
We found a great diner. It was a really good dinner. I have to imagine it's going to be a great breakfast.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So you found a place,
Okay.
Was there a cigarette hanging out of your waitress's mouth?
No.
Oh, that's too bad.
Well,
is there a cigarette?
Table,
is there a cigarette hanging out of any other part of her? Is she just?
Oh.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what people do. Not here to judge. Can't kink shame.
Anyway. Did you hear me? I said there were ants on the table.
Oh my gosh.
There are ants on the table.
There's ants everywhere in the state.
Oh, is it an ant? It must be a very anty place.
What's up with that? What's up with that, Nicole? Is it?
I don't know.
Is it like an outbreak?
Like an ant outbreak? I don't know. It's just...
An ant outbreak.
It's just ants. There's a bunch of ants.
According to the Missouri Department of Conservation, they have more than 700 species represented of ants in the state. It says, and it says they will come black, brown, reddish, or yellowish. They live in colonies. Let's see here. There's a prominent kind of ant where you live called the acrobat ant. So watch for that.
Does it do flips? Does it flip?
Doesn't say. It says. It doesn't say.
The kind of ants that show up in like kitchens and restaurants are these teeny tiny little ants, and you just kind of smush them with your finger.
Yeah, okay. It's a fun game. Yeah.
Smush them.
Do you lick your finger?
It's either that or you do the maze on the placemat, but one of those two.
Well, all right. This has all been good. Let's do recommendals. We're gonna start with Brian, and I don't know. We'll mix up the order a little today after that. But Brian, why don't you explain this here clip and what we're doing?
Well, okay. This is an introductory clip to a TV series that I watched, and I've talked about a little bit. I think maybe even talked about on the show, wondering if I was going to like it enough to recommend it. And I'm still, it's like a recommendal with an asterisk. I enjoyed it, but this is definitely not going to be for everybody. And it really, it was a satisfying season. Season 2 might be the next one to kind of
sound like my son. Everything is satisfying.
I love that.
Oh, that's so satisfying.
That's great. Yeah, satisfying. All right, let's do the. By the way, the clip does say the name of the show, so listen for it and see if you can find it.
Okay, here we go. Little game while we listen.
All things change. How we respond to change is our choice. To fear it or embrace it. Resisting change leads only to one fate. Our own extinction. The moon, a universal symbol of freedom and peace. Chosen by ICON as a setting to learn from the past in order to grow toward a brighter future. The global mission has developed IO, an unprecedented machine learning technology. The tool to repair centuries of damage here on Earth. To bring home real-world solutions to problems we had thought unsolvable. However, we cannot rely entirely on technology. We, too, must evolve. Those on Moonhaven offer us a new way of living. A bridge to peace, to health, to the future. A path forward that will not only begin to heal our Mother Earth, but also ourselves. The bridge offers us each a second chance to play a crucial part in its success. On the brink of this new dawn, ask yourself, what will the bridge mean to you?
Oh, sign me up. I want to go there. I want to live in that.
Sure. And by all by all accounts, looking at it, it's beautiful, right? This is Moonhaven, and it's an AMC Plus series that just wrapped its first season finale about a group of scientists who are sent up to the moon to work on atmospheric problems and basically solving some of the problems that we're experiencing on Earth using an AI called IO. The company that sends them up there is Icon. You heard that PSA from Icon there as the clip. Basically getting them up there in a way to not get distractions or affected by the political stuff going on Earth, not in the actual atmosphere of Earth, but actually get them up there to try and solve the Earth's problems. And they're up there for generations. Like, this is not like we sent them up last week, how are things going? This is no, they've been up there for a while, up there long enough to develop a different kind of moon speak, some different slang and some different terminology and things like that, making it very similar. Like, I'd basically say this is Lost meets The Expanse, but not as good as either of those two shows.
But it kept you going, kept you watching.
It did keep me going, and I will watch season 2 when it comes out. It's got Dominic Monaghan, speaking of Lost. It's got Charlie from Lost. It's got Emma McDonald is your main character, Bella Sway. She is a pilot that is hired to bring this envoy, Indira, from Earth to the moon to kind of like herald the bridge that is being, basically the bridge is this event where they're going to start disseminating some of the information that they have created with IO to the Earth to start using it.
Were they just sent there and left there to their own devices then? Like they
kind of, yeah.
Okay.
There's been it feels like there's been little to no communication between the Earth and the moon during this whole process.
It seems really odd. Like
it does.
Just from a premise
it's kind of a big jump. Like, all right, we're sending you to the moon so far away, we'll never be able to communicate with you. Let's see how things.
But this idea that we know that this is going to work to save the Earth, but also it's generations, which I presume is hundreds of years, probably.
Yeah, or at least 100 years.
At least 100 years is like you have no tie to what they're doing. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's weird.
It's a little bit of a jump right there, and not the biggest jump in the series, but certainly a little bit of a jump. There's a murder in the very first episode, the very first scene of the very first episode. And one of the first ever, maybe even the first ever on Moonhaven. And that kind of sets the stage for Bella's arrival, the envoy's arrival. Joe Manganiello's in there, freshly shaven Joe Manganiello, or at least at the beginning, he's kind of a freshly shaven Joe Manganiello. Other than that, Cardeem Hardison, not a lot of other people that you'd recognize.
But I mean, obviously Mary Brandybuck, and like, is he the star
of the
course,
show? Mary Brandybuck, yeah. Well, you should have asked me to mention Mary Brandybuck.
Is he good? Is he good? Is he
Dominic Monaghan?
Yeah, Dominic Monaghan.
I was thinking of like an actor. I never realized that was Mary's last name in Lord of the Rings. I was thinking Mary. Yeah, Mary Brandybuck. I don't know who that is.
Yeah, who the hell's that guy?
He's good. He's one of these mooners. He's basically one of a pair of detectives that's hired on the moon to solve the murder, and so. But because they don't have crime on the moon, or haven't had a lot of crime on the moon, he's basically completely inept at solving crime, even though he's really excited about it. He really wants to solve this murder.
Yeah.
He's not very good at it.
Did they do the whole thing where if you're on the moon, you develop differently, your bones are different, you got the gravity deal and all that?
No, because this Io and I kind of managed to create this atmosphere, this bubble around this one section of the moon where everybody lives. It's kind of this weird green patch that kind of rotates around. And so what's kind of cool is they can open that bubble selectively at any time to if there's a fire, for example, they can open a little section of it right above the fire and go, and that fire is immediately snuffed.
Yeah.
or suck somebody out into space or whatever.
Sure.
It's a cool premise, and then this artificial, not artificial, but this amplified gravity means that they don't have to worry about people floating around, that they'd have to spend some extra special effects money on, and that sort of thing.
Sure.
So it's good. Like it kind of reminds me a lot of those things that came out after Lost, that all tried to do the thing that Lost did, whether it was Flash Forward or Terra Nova or a handful of other things that all came out at the same time. This one's better than those, better than all of that. Still not as good as Lost, still not as good as The Expanse, but probably as far as like what it feels like, it probably borrows the most from those two things.
Interesting. I feel like
Earthers meeting Mooners and having this whole language barrier, language difference that they have to get past, and
I feel like I should always be grateful for just whatever science fiction we can get, because it's a rare these days to get a good series or whatever.
It kind of is, yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch this. That seems all right.
What was the Apple? Was Dominion? Was that the Apple TV one?
No, that was Foundation.
Foundation.
Yeah, right, and that's based on some really, really like important science fiction novels.
Yeah.
And I don't think they nailed it. In fact, I think they really struggled, especially toward the end. That thing was great right up until a point. And there was lots of talk of like COVID interference with like production and stuff, but it was great until one day it just was bad, and it just fell apart from like.
Oh right, because that had the Pie Man in it. Had what's his face? Lee Pace
he's great in it. He's he's good as he ever is. And everybody was good in it. It's just like you could tell there was a production glitch at some point, and they just had to phone it all in to get it done. And it's really unfortunate because it started well, and it's, of course, revered source material, and that thing was a bummer. But whatever.
That's too bad. I've had a few things that I've recommended recently that are AMC exclusives. So like if you go on and you basically pay for a month of AMC, watch Moonhaven, watch Duel. Of course, Better Call Saul is on there right now. What else have I? Kevin Can F Himself, I think is really good.
Hearing good things about Rogue Agent.
Really? I haven't watched Rogue Agent yet. Okay.
Mad Men is on there, right?
That was a show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know if it's the only place you can see Mad Men, but if it is,
I think
if you haven't seen it, then damn right, go watch Mad Men.
Damn straight. Well, all right then. I'm gonna probably watch this. So I'm glad
it's
you brought it up.
Good, and I'd love to get a second opinion from somebody else who's kind of along the same sci-fi mind as I am to to see what they think of it.
Yeah.
I'm always so glad that Rotten Tomatoes wasn't around for Star Trek: The Next Generation, because like Moonhaven is currently at 65 and 45% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like, hey, it's their first season. Imagine if Star Trek: The Next Generation's first season had been rated by everybody.
Yeah, and had it been
Exactly.
the only season, we would not be looking back very fondly on that era. We probably wouldn't have. We probably wouldn't have had Multiverse of Madness cameo the other day. You know, like there's a lot of things that would have changed.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Well, excellent stuff. Let's mix it up here a little bit and go Randy next. Randy, what do you got here? What am I playing?
A show that has put out 2 seasons over the last 2 years is awesome, and I desperately want people to watch it. What you're going to get here is the 2 main characters. I don't know main characters. The 2 most prominent characters, and they're kind of meeting each other. She is a renegade, and this is a sci-fi show, by the way. She's a renegade. She's gone to a planet to do something that she wasn't instructed to do, and he is a moral relativist and has chased her down to try to stop her from doing it. And it's it's a sci-fi show.
And hilarity ensues. All right, here you go.
Yes.
Enjoy.
What's it doing?
It's shooting butt webbing at a tree. It looks pretty pissed.
Well, I hope you're happy.
You left your post!
Oh, I'm so sorry. I made sure that some humble farmers who can't afford to wait for Starfleet bureaucracy to notice them got some help so they didn't have to starve.
How did you even know these guys exist?
Because I was here for first contact last year on the Keto before I got my ass demoted and transferred to the Cerritos.
Well, I didn't know that.
I have served on 5 ships, man. I have seen stuff. One time, I got trapped in a sentient cave for weeks. You ever been trapped in a sentient cave? That's a dark place that knows things. I almost got my head taken off by a singing crystal. I've been in a Klingon prison where I had to fight a Yeti for my own shoes for no reason. He was just being a dick. You've been on what? 4 planets?
5, if you include Vulcan.
Of course I don't include stupid Vulcan. You may as well count Earth.
I was counting Earth.
You don't know anything except what's in your manuals. Since you can't think for yourself, how about you follow my lead? And maybe we'll get out of this alive.
Ensign Boimler to Cerritos, 2 for emergency training. Oh! Are you insane?
We can't just beam out of here. These guys need that animal.
Even if it eats us?
General Order 5.
Fine, okay. How about we stun it? We'll just stun it.
No, that could spoil the milk.
Spoil what milk?
These guys probably milk it.
Oh, like you even know.
Ooh, take off your pants.
Mariner.
5 ships, Yeti shoes. I am always right. Take them off now.
All right. This lower decks, right? Is that the deal?
Oh my God, guys. If you have not seen this yet, it's Lower Decks. It's the Star Trek animated series. It's adult animation.
Yeah.
If you have not seen this yet, it is the time. You are now required to watch the first 2 seasons of Lower Decks because season 3 starts on August 25th. And I'm here to tell you, this is a show that has no right to be as good as it is. This is the first animated series that is fully in canon for Star Trek. So everything you see here crosses over constantly. It references all of the other canon series constantly. And in the is it in the second season or the end of the first season, you even have some Next Generation characters show up, and then they hang around for a couple of episodes.
Sure.
It is just so fun. It's so funny. Scott, please watch Lower Decks.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. I noticed
so
Jack. That was Jack Quaid talking.
Having a real fresh from the boys.
Having a moment here in his career. He's in that Oppenheimer thing coming out.
Oh, cool! With Killian Anderson.
Christopher Nolan movie.
Killian
the man.
Murphy.
Murphy,
and
not Anderson.
And he was talking to Tawny Newsom's Beckett Mariner, who is a ensign by choice, so to speak. And there's some, if you haven't seen this, there's some interesting little secrets about this character. But Lower Decks is obviously the title. It's about the people who are not in command, not working on the bridge on a starship. And of course, their starship is the saddest starship. This Cerritos is literally named after a California town that everyone considers nondescript and sad. And it's just everything about these folks it's so Star Trek, yet at the same time it draws on so many things that you've seen in other adult animation. Right. Show creator is one of the Rick and Morty writers. you're like, if you've seen things like Bob's Burgers and Archer and so on, like you get where the humor is going to be coming from.
Sure, I'm all in on this one. Now that
This
I
is
actually
really good.
now that I actually subscribed to the damn service, I can watch the freaking thing. Because for a long time I was a holdout on Paramount Plus. I don't know why, just kind of held out. It's like, you guys can't make me come over there, you weirdos, and I finally did it. So.
Hey, is the Spag family a Star Trek family?
Mark is a Star Trek fan. I grew up with Star
a
Trek.
newly Star Trek.
He binged through. He likes this show so much. He ordered the monthly T-shirt.
Really?
Wait, they make a Lower Decks loot crate or something?
It was a Lower Deck T-shirt monthly subscription.
Really? So every month you get a different shirt?
Yeah, you got a different shirt every month with different characters from the show.
I'm ordering this right now.
Yeah, I kind of want that. That sounds all right.
Yeah, I'd say this is, second to Strange New Worlds, which is excellent. This is the next best thing to come out of the Star Trek world since.
And the rumor is that Strange New Worlds is going to fly right into Lower Decks in season 3.
Really? Oh my God,
that's the rumor.
Okay. I'm down.
I have a hard time really believing and understanding that because Lower Decks,
that's right.
Lower Decks takes place so far after Strange New Worlds. Like we're talking about like 100 years or something. Like it's so I don't know. But
that's right. We talked about that. Maybe it was Steven or somebody that said that somehow the Lower Decks folks are going to appear. And we didn't know how that was going to be, if they were going to show up as an animated thing on the screen or
yeah, but they make references that are so blatant that sometimes you wonder if they want to keep any kind of continuity. Like there's a reference in one of the early episodes of Lower Decks to the Enterprise theme song.
Oh wow.
And it's like,
that's cool.
I get that you're referencing the Enterprise, but apparently you also know there was a TV show. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. That's good. I don't know why I've been putting this one off other than, I don't know. Like I didn't have the service for a while. Yes, Nicole. Yes.
So I have a special guest standing next to me.
Oh, you do?
And she wants to recommend something to you guys.
Oh, I'd love it. Let's hear it.
Cool.
Do you want to talk to them? I'll give you my headphones. Here.
Level 3 of Bluey came up.
I know, Bluey's brand new. Yay! Bluey season 3. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Are you watching it already? Have you already finished it or you just started it?
I just started it.
Okay. Well, there's lots.
You like Bluey?
Oh, I'm so excited. I love Bluey too. That's awesome.
And is Bluey your favorite?
Yes.
Yeah. How about your brother? Does
It
he
just
like
came out this morning,
does your
right?
brother like Bluey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does he?
All right. Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Sorry, we made the mistake of asking yes/no questions. I apologize.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
She woke up at 6 a.m. this morning. She goes, Level 3 Bluey is out.
Oh, that's so
Level
good.
3?
Level 3. We've been pretty excited about it around here, but I think she maybe takes the cake. If she got up early for it, she's the one that's the most excited about Bluey. Bluey's just so great.
Sure.
Freaking, I think it was Nicole who introduced me to Bluey years ago. Just on a show, you said, my kids love it. You should check it out. It's way
this
more
was
than
on an early recommendals. Yeah, I think
and
so.
you were raving, and I thought, oh, it's a kid show. How good can this be? You were like, you undersold it. It's so good and so wonderful. I can't wait to dig in myself. And I don't even know if Van will be there for it. It'll mostly be me, I think, sitting there.
Oh, I'm surprised he's not watching it right now. I mean,
He
it's
loves
just-
it. He's into it.
It's a war.
It's all he wants to watch. But what I'm saying is, do I have to wait for him to come over to see it, or can I just start it?
No, you can just watch it.
You watch it.
Just
You
put it
get to
on.
watch it again with him.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Then I'll know what's coming. They better not make me cry, because some of those episodes make me cry.
Yeah, they're good. I
so
mean,
good.
especially if you're having. I know for me, I have challenging moments as a parent, and there's times I watch it, and I'm like, all right, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel a little better. and I
Yeah,
get
there's something
ideas,
about
and
these
we play
cartoon
Keepy
dogs.
Uppy when
Mhm.
we get a balloon, and
Yeah. And that's
Just
all
a
he
great
wants to do,
show.
by the way. Comes over and asks where the balloon is, because he wants to play Keepy Uppy. It's insane.
Oh,
Ava's being very impatient right now because she wants a popsicle.
Oh,
So-
well, popsicles and
I'll
Bluey.
be right. I'll let you go. Scott. I'm gonna
Okay.
get
I'll swap with you. All right.
I just want to say one more thing about Lower Decks. It's we're 2 seasons in, and they've cast this show so great, and it's a lot of voice actors that you might not know. It's Eugene Cordero, it's Dawn Lewis, Gillian Vigman, but they also they've got Jerry O'Connell in the right role for Jerry O'Connell. They use Paul Scheer as a walk-on in a few episodes. Phil Lamar. It's just the voice work is so good. It feels like everybody wants to be on this show, right? So it feels like they didn't have to go ask Jonathan Frakes to be on the show. Like he was asking them, because it's just like
he was down to clown. Cool. Yeah, sounds like he was in no matter what. Well, all right then. I'm going to go ahead and start this one. So I thought about doing Prey today. I didn't do it because as much as I loved it, I know everybody in our circles are kind of watching it, and certainly the audience
or are planning to watch it.
Or planning to. It's not like
and so Ibit hasn't seen it yet?
Nope, not yet.
It's great.
Okay,
it's
Ibit,
great.
I really can't wait to talk to you about this movie. So please.
I'll have it watched before we meet on a Film Sack Saturday.
Ooh, that'd be a good pre-show discussion on Film Sack.
There you go.
That's
a really good idea.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, this is it is not important, but it is great.
It's really great. It's great. If you like anything about 80s action, Arnie, stupid, cool IPs that were established then and where they are today, the good news is it's in good hands right now. It's real good.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
All right. So instead, I watched an older thing that I never saw when it came out. I always meant to. Lately on Film Sack, we've been getting our fill of Jason Statham for some reason. Just Jason Statham wall to wall with these transporter rewatches and all this. And it made me think, it's actually our show that inspired me to watch this, because I thought, I haven't seen some of his more recent work when he's back working with Guy Ritchie, making movies. And Guy Ritchie and him, of course, famously did 2 Smokin Hot Barrels and a Monkey.
Lock, Stock, and 2 Smoking Barrels.
That was it. And I love that movie. He was also in Slit or Crank, or no, not Crank. What was it called? The one with
Snatch.
Brad Pitt. Snatch. That's the one. It's not Slit at all, is it?
It's not Slit at all.
Nope.
And
I really like Guy Ritchie movies. Like, I'm kind of a sucker for them, especially when he does hard hitting mafia British actiony stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a movie came out a couple of years ago that I finally decided to see. I'll play the clip and then we'll talk about it. Here you go.
Yeah, no, please, don't get up. Good to meet you. Let's see. Hill. H. I'm gonna call you H, if that's okay. They call me Bullet, which is ironic because I certainly don't move like one. You ready for target practice? Ready. I saw you had your pistol license already. So this is the pre-assignment training course. We got 8 hours together, popping cans off walls and the like. You need to hit the 70% pass mark. There's some fitness, which by the looks of it shouldn't be a problem for you. We just need to see how you are under pressure. Should we get started?
Whatever you say, Bullet.
Whatever you say, Bullet. Okay. The movie is called Wrath of Man. This came out in, where's the year?
It says 2021.
2021. So just last year. It's a movie starring Jason Statham in the main role. That was Holt McCallany, who you heard there. Get some Bill Tench all up in it.
Tench.
Yeah. Love him. Josh Hartnett in a role I would never expect him to be in, but he was in it. Scott Eastwood, complete dickwad in this thing. Oh my gosh, what a bastard. No, it's good. It's good though. He's really good in it.
I need Scott Eastwood to play good guys.
It didn't happen. Jeffrey Donovan and Andy Garcia, a bunch of other people. Laz Alonso, we were just talking about The Boys. He plays MM or Mother's Milk in The Boys. Big imposing black dude. I really like him. Anyway, really good cast, and the premise of this thing is basically, it kind of gives it away to say, so I'm not going to really give it away. I actually think this is worth watching, and it's new enough that I think it deserves some spoiler avoidance. But the story's told from these different perspectives, and movies that usually do this, I don't like. Like when they tell a story, and you go, oh, okay, that's what happened, and then later they retell it from a different view, and you're like, oh, that changes things. And then a third time, different view entirely, and you're like, whoa, that really changes things. And I usually don't like that. But I liked it here, and I liked it in that recent Ridley Scott movie with what's her name from Killing Eve. And I can't think of the name of the movie. Anyway. What was that called?
Jodie Comer.
Yeah, what was the movie called?
Yes, it was The Last Duel.
Last Duel. That was really well done version of that.
Yeah.
This is a bit like that. Same story told 3 different ways, maybe even 4 total. And I think it's really well done. In fact, I would say the middle section of this thing felt like Heat in terms of quality. I won't say this is as good as Heat. All right, I'm not saying that. Heat is an all-time classic heist movie, but this has some trappings of Heat, we'll say. And
are the different retellings, do they change facts, or are they just different perspectives?
It's different perspectives, and then those facts get revealed. So what you think is going on at the first part, you're like, why? And then later you're like, oh, that's why. And who you think is good is not, and who you think is bad might not be. And Statham, I think, is putting in his best work. There's still a lot of, I know I need to get down there, take care of his bed. There's a lot of that, but he's very good at this. I think it's probably his best acting I've seen. I can't think of something I liked him better in terms of acting, because he's given a lot to do here, and everybody's quite good in it. Jeffrey Donovan, always mesmerizing to watch. I don't know what it is about that guy, but I just love watching him do things. And I forgot to mention Niamh Algar, who plays Dana. You know her from Raised by Wolves. She's not the main girl, but she's the one hanging out with Vikings guy at first. They're the two that sort of escape together, and she has a really, really thick accent normally, but she does this American thing just fine. Anyway, she's very good in it.
Her name is Irish, so you have no idea how to pronounce it.
I don't know how to say it.
Shouldn't even try.
Niamh Algar is the best I can give you.
It might be pronounced like Nish or something. You have no idea.
Right, yeah.
But they're all really good in it. Some of them are smaller parts than others. I think Holt McCallany, I find him mesmerizing, even though he's always the same guy. Like, it's really not. He doesn't have a ton of range, but he just is just great to watch. Anyway, highly recommend it.
Saying is the pronunciation.
Yeah, there you go.
See,
I would have never known.
Letters in there that aren't even there to start.
That's right. It's the Lucky Charms, everybody. That's what they're called. Wrath of Man, available now on, where did I watch this?
Amazon
Prime. Thank you. That is correct. And I think if you like that kind of stuff, mobster, heisty action, one of the coolest soundtracks I've heard in a while, definitely see Wrath of Man. It's very good. All right.
And dude with tattoos on his face. What's his name?
Post Malone.
Post Malone. That's right. It's a very small part, but Post Malone gets a bullet in the face, and he's not there very long.
Thanks for telling us.
It's not a spoiler because it's a total throwaway character. There's nothing about it that matters. I can promise you that. You'll see it and go, oh, Scott was right. There's nothing to this Post Malone role, except he looks the part. He looks like some freaking scuzzy bank robber type dude, and he fits it well, and he did a good job. But
I just looked it up. His character is named Robber Number 6.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They don't even give him a name, so there's that.
Poor
All
guy.
right.
He deserves a name.
Do check it out, though. Guy Ritchie at some of his best, I think. I'm going to watch The Gentleman next, I think, which is supposed to also be very good. All right. Hey, Nicole, you're back. Yeah, you got the popsicle deal situated. Awesome. I'm going to play your clip here. Anything you want to say before I play it?
I almost brought it up last week, but I decided to save it
okay.
for this week.
All right, let's see what we get here.
And it's it goes into the trivia game that you guys were playing, the movies that need to be remade.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right. Oh,
And
right.
80s movies that are ripe for
I feel
a
like
reboot.
this is a Romancing the Stone type remake. I mean, it's not, but it's very, very close, and I loved it.
All right.
Sure.
Let's see what we got. Hit and play now.
Oh, no.
Alan?
Oh, holy Christmas. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Do you think you could get me out of here?
Yeah. Okay. You just flew out the car.
I did, indeed.
Okay. I got you.
Can you get me out of the chair?
Yeah.
Get me out of the chair.
You're right.
Is that a nail filer?
Yeah.
Can you just whip it?
It's working.
And maybe next time I toss a gun at you, you can catch it instead of ducking.
How about the next time you toss a gun and you say, "Hey, Alan, catch!" And then, maybe do that before you throw it.
Well, here is a synonym for catch.
No, here is not a synonym for catch.
Okay, in a colloquial kind of way, yes,
no,
it is. You say, "Here, I toss you a sweatshirt." You say, "Here, I toss you a pen."
How about just, "Hey, catch, gun, anything that you want to throw, and I'll catch it because you've said catch, and I'll."
So this is I didn't see this, and I keep hearing I should see this. So tell me about
especially
the
with
movie.
your love of Sandra Bullock.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
I
you love
didn't
her.
know anything about the movie. We were over at my mom's. It's on Amazon Prime, so you can watch it on Amazon Prime.
Well, okay, stop. Hold it a second. Why did this movie get taken off of Paramount Plus? It's a Paramount movie? I don't understand that.
Yeah,
That-
money.
Yeah, licensing.
Money,
who
and who knows? Yeah.
It's the same way with Disney Plus. There's so many Disney movies that aren't on Disney Plus because they're licensed to other streaming services for that period of time.
That's true. Yeah, they want to make. Look, they make the money, man. They got to spread it around, is what they do. So we didn't even tell them the name. What's the name of it?
So the name of the movie is called The Lost City. You heard Sandra Bullock and Channing Tatum.
Tatum Channing.
Tatum Channing. Yeah.
Roll with it.
It also stars Daniel Radcliffe and somebody else famous that I'm not going to tell you because it's actually a fun part of the movie. Mateo and I were just kind of hanging out, and I was like, I wonder, this is PG-13. My mom had seen. I go, so it's okay, and she's like, yeah. There might be one scene that you need to, shield his eyes from.
Was it the scene with the drop trow?
The drop trow.
Oh, the leeches
His
scene.
butt? No, I let him see that.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just chase.
He's got one of those.
Yeah, as long as it's not Stephen Lang's butt. I see he's in this as well. I like him, Stephen Lang.
Yeah.
Anyway, keep going.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I said it reminds me of Romancing the Stone because Sandra Bullock plays a writer. She writes, romantic novels. And Channing Tatum.
Oh no, don't help her.
Channing Tanning.
Channing Tatum.
Chantum Tating.
Anyway, he is the Fabio of her books, so he's like the model on the books.
Okay.
And so, she's trying to come back with another book, and they meet at this convention. She gets kidnapped. Hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
It
sounds
I really
like
enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. I mean, don't expect the world from this movie, but it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of people say it looks that it's they went in thinking it'd just be a throwaway romantic comedy thing. Yeah. And they came out going, that was great. I would watch that again. I would recommend it to anybody I talk to, which seems like pretty good, Go in with low expectations, come out pretty happy about what you got.
That's a great, that's a great descriptor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is your Romancing the Stone reboot that we didn't know we were getting, basically.
Yeah. Exactly. And yours, by the way, your secret co-star that just shows up is apparently in the trailer. So I don't know.
In the trailer, yeah.
Yeah, they're not hiding
but
it.
it's still, I mean, if you want to have a little surprise, don't go looking for it. Just
Yeah.
watch the movie on Amazon Prime and
go into the movie. You may have a little pit in your stomach or something. Don't worry, you'll feel better after. You'll no longer have a pit in your stomach after you see it.
I will recommend.
Yeah.
I will recommend watching the credits. There's a little extra bonus scene.
Oh yeah.
That my mom goes, "Oh, I didn't know that happened. I just turned it off after it was over."
Yeah.
And how fun is it that Sandra Bullock is 16 years older than Channing Tatum? It's such a reversal of how these things usually appear in movies, right?
That's true.
True.
She's still still so attractive. My gosh, she's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. She was born in 1964. He was born in 1980. So, yeah.
God, that guy is in his 40s now. That's amazing. He's in his 40s.
Right. 40-year-old Tatum Channing. How's Daniel Radcliffe? I heard he was good. Is he pretty wackadoo in this? What's his deal?
I feel like Daniel Radcliffe plays a good bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
He does.
Yeah.
All right. I'm pleased.
Sorry, I gave that away.
He's a bad
That's,
guy.
again, also in the trailer, so totally fine.
Yeah, I feel like they say that pretty early.
He's the bombastic bad guy. Like
He's the Hudson Hawk bad guy. Yes.
Yeah, which is totally
And you kind of hate him, and it's like, yeah.
Sure.
Good. He's going to get it.
well. Check that one out. Where is this one again? I'm sorry, you said where it's streaming.
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Boy, a lot of Prime today. Yeah, no kidding. I finished The Boys season 3 last night.
Was it good?
Man.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I loved the whole season, but
I've been waiting for all of. We finally started Obi-Wan yesterday.
Oh, I'm not. I only got 2 episodes into that, so you're ahead of me probably. Well, yeah, you already finished it. Yeah.
God.
No.
It triggers my
Oh, you just started
OCD to start. Hear you talking about starting a series and not finishing it. Like I won't be able to sleep, get a full night's sleep until you watch that last episode of Loki, Scott.
I know it's gonna. You know what? Keep not sleeping because
Loki is so good.
I know it is. I really like
know.
it. I just gotta finish. I gotta watch the last one and tonight.
Uh-huh.
Tonight,
please, and then let me know so I can sleep tonight.
I will.
There was a kid at my son's school that dressed up as a variant, and I thought it was smart.
Oh, that's cool.
That's great.
I don't want to spoil anything. I was about to ask which variant, but I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, so check that out. Soon you'll hear me say I watched the last one and Brian can finally sleep. That's what we're looking forward to.
Sure.
Nicole and Randy go and smear these things all over the internet once we're done. So if you're trying to figure out what we watched, they'll put them up on their Twitter accounts and the Facebooks and the groups and all the stuff.
Maybe
so watch
not
for
my
that.
Twitter account. I'm 10 days off of Twitter, and it's been.
Oh, look at
very
you!
interesting.
It's been nice.
Yeah.
I put
It's
it on
been real
Twitter.
nice.
I need to be.
I've got
I'm
a
gonna
quick
recommend
TMS. Like if you guys, I don't know, one of us should be saving all the work for everybody else and sharing the links that we get from putting these up, so that the rest of us don't have to keep searching for
Maybe we
links.
should just create a spreadsheet.
Yeah, everyone loves a good spreadsheet.
Okay.
Spreadsheets solve everything.
Yeah. No,
They
look,
do.
I played
They
EVE
certainly
Online.
do.
Totally.
But anyway,
solves
it's
it.
also on quicktms.li.
Yeah, quicktms.li, as if we needed a place. It already exists. Go check it out. That'll do it for us. Thank you both for hanging out with us, and have a really great week. You know? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Still don't know how to hang up on both of them well. You know?
No, there's no hang up on 2 people option in Discord.
There's
without
not
hanging up on all 3 of us.
I have to do them one at a time.
Right.
And I can't be even unceremonious about it. It's all weird. I'm going to have to figure that out. Workshop it. All right. That's it for the show. Thank you all for listening. A reminder, just a small reminder, that we're powered by your contributions over at patreon.com/TMS. You'll always get an ad-free, bonus episode-laden version of the show every day, plus monthly stuff that comes straight to your door, among other things. Go read all about it at patreon.com/TMS. And for all your other inquiries or needs, head on over to frogpants.com/TMS. As far as shows go, what's going on today? I have DTNS, I guess not with Tom, but with whoever's covering for him.
With some sort of substitute.
Who knows? Tom substitute. So I'm doing that. You got anything today coming out or anything going on?
Nope. Today I prep for tomorrow's Coverville, which I can tease will be an Olivia Newton-John tribute, because I kind of have to do that. So if you've got a request of a cover of or by Olivia Newton-John that you want me to consider for the show, let me know. Coverville@gmail.com.
Nice.
That's the way to get that to me.
Xanadu. I can't wait for the Xanadu.
Yeah, well,
covers.
that'll definitely be on there. There's a great Venus Hum cover of that song.
Oh,
so.
Venus Hum.
Venus Hum. Although I have a version of it that is completely by Electric Light Orchestra without Olivia. It's Jeff Lynne singing instead of Olivia Newton-John.
Weird.
Version.
Yeah, I mean, he wrote all that, so why not, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I think he did. My sisters were obsessed with Xanadu growing up.
So was Tina. Tina used to roller skate to the music and jump up and down on the trampoline to that music, and she loved it.
Yeah, they really knew their target. Back then it was that and the Annie musical that was out at the time.
Sure.
And one other thing my kids were all into, or my sisters. Oh, ponies.
Grease.
They're really into ponies.
Oh, into ponies.
Yeah,
sure.
they're
Betting on 'em,
ponies.
Yeah.
Ponies everywhere. What's this? Sorry, someone's arrived with. Oh, it's my breakfast order. Thank you very much. My chef. Compliments to the chef. Okay. May Tanning Chatham watch over you. All right. Let's get to the song here. Do you want to take us out?
Yeah. This one was sent in by Mike Andrews. Hello, Stitch and Bubbles. 1 month ago on July 9th this year, 2 days before her 20th birthday, my beautiful, amazing daughter Gabby passed away from a brain aneurysm. You two have been a major part of me learning to be a father over the past 10 plus years, and I'm so appreciative of that. I'm requesting that you play a cover of Jimmy Eat World's song, Hear You Me. This song has been in my head since she passed because, like the song says, Gabby had a heart so big, God wouldn't let it live. Thank you so much for being there consistently and for sharing your stories about parenthood so that all of us in the audience can learn what it means to be parents. Rest in peace, Gabby. May angels lead you in. Signed, Mike Andrews.
Oh, man.
I can't even imagine, what you must be going through. And of course, our hearts are all heading your way. We're all thinking about you and sending you our love and support. This cover that you requested, Mike, is a great one. It's a cover of Jimmy Eat World's Hear You Me, covered by the band Sad Boy from a single that they released in 2019. Here is Hear You Me.
Why isn't that playing? Well, I'll tell you that while I fix this, because this all froze up on me, I will say this. Tomorrow, new show. It's Thursday. Wendy, no, Wendy won't be here. We'll probably do a call now.
Wendy won't be here.
Yeah. We'll do a call now.
We will answer your questions without hesitation.
That's right. Amy will be here too, so we'll have a book recommendation. Plenty going on. Now this is working. We'll see you tomorrow.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network.
Frog Pants Network.
Get more shows like this at frogpants.com.
What's the window situation?
I'd like to know as well. What is the window situation?
I don't know what the windows. I don't do windows, Scott. I'm sorry.
I don't either. I don't like doing them. My wife just hires a guy once a year. I don't have to think about it. All right. We have completed said show, but not said titles. Shall we play a game of
Let's
titles?
play a game of titles. See if you chuckleheads have actually voted this time, you lazy bums.
Yeah, you bums. The Bluey Cinematic Universe is currently sitting at number 1. Nice.
Nice.
Where's all your votes? Get it. You guys submit a lot, but none of you vote.
Yeah, come on, vote.
Go vote.
You're almost not allowed anymore to submit a title unless you go and vote for 5.
That's
once
right.
Once you're done.
That's right.
Yeah.
It should be compulsory voting. All right.
Right. Podcast trophy measuring contest.
Yep. That is absolutely good to use.
Oh, that's great.
Boy, there's a bunch
Teaching
of
Grandma to suck eggs.
Yep. Eggs are technically eggs. I kind of want to use that, but I'll spread it out.
Yeah.
So it's not right after
Show
that.
Without Merritt is really funny. Spreading it around with Nicole and Randy.
Yeah. Your list is wrong. Monopoly sucks. Nice one, Cyrenex. I was on Cyrenex's show.
To you.
I was
playing right to you.
I know, right to me. I was on his show the other day. It was great. Had a really good time.
Oh, that's cool. Very cool.
Yeah. Him in September, and the one guy, forgot his name. Crap. Sorry.
Let's see.
Cards Against Huge Manatee. So
number
dumb.
198 is your mom.
Your mom. That's your mom. Two smoking hot barrels and a monkey.
Tanning Shatum's bum.
Yeah, that's good. Hold on.
Library of Alexandria sale at Wal-Mart.
That's good. Puzzle Pint. No pressure. Only fun. We'll give him a nice little. We'll give him a little thing. I like that.
Yeah, it is Puzzled Pint.
Oh, it is puzzled.
Because that's in the URL, so don't get confused, people. Put a D in there.
I think it'll let me. Hold on.
Drop a D.
D.
Yeah, I'm sure it
dropped a
will
D.
because that's a small change.
Okay, it did. Look at that.
Kids can't clean crockery.
Yeah, that is true. Avoid the Jawa Clusters. I like that one. We need. Let's do one. Did we get one for recommendals or no?
We did, yeah. Spreading around with Nicole and Randy.
Oh, that's
Dungeons, Dragons, and Dives.
There you go. That's
that
good.
deserves way more votes than it got.
I think it deserves more votes. It deserves more votes, but also I think we're just going to make it the title. It's excellent.
Oh, I love it. I think it's good, easily enough to be the title for sure.
I agree. So we're doing that. We're copying it. Win Magus, well done. Even though you screwed me up during the contest when Brian said we could look at the chat, I did, and I chose yours, and it was wrong. Other than that, you're fine. You're fine. All right. Export. Desktop. Save. Open. Select the fields I'm interested in. Copy. Paste. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. All right.
My wife. Oh, it didn't work.
My wife.
My wife is going to pick blackberries at her mom's place in their garden.
Wow.
And that means I'm on my own for lunch. Oh, no,
How idyllic.
Carter just made me this thing. Never mind. I'm fine. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, I was
going to
say, you've got plenty to eat there.
Yeah, I'm good. All right. Let me make sure I move these where they go. Spreading it around. Okay. I think we got it.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay.
By the way, apparently that guy's still going off.
Get out, really? Still on Twitter?
Yeah, I haven't gone back to look, but somebody said he got it from the Podcaster Hall of Fame one that we got ours from. There's no way.
Yeah, okay.
There's no way that's what they sent him. Not a chance.
For sure. No.
He's lying. He's just freaking lying. All right, here we go. Oops. Close that. All right, here we go. I'm going to count it down and do the read in 3, 2, 1. Coming up on TMS, Podcast Trophy Measuring Contest.
The Bluey Cinematic Universe.
Teaching Grandma to suck eggs.
Eggs are technically eggs.
That's true. Dungeons, Dragons, and Dives.
Show Without Merritt. That's the title, by the way, that Dungeons, Dragons, and Dives.
Yeah, how did I pull that out of there?
I don't know.
I don't know why I did that. All right, I'll do Show Without Merritt.
Yep, cool.
Okay, here we go. Show Without Merritt.
2 Smokin Hot Barrels and a Monkey.
Your list is wrong. Monopoly sucks.
Number 198 is Your Mom.
The Library of Alexandria, on sale at Wal-Mart.
Cards Against Huge Manatee.
Tanning Chatum's bum.
Puzzled Pint. No pressure, only fun.
Avoid the Jawa Clusters.
Kids Can't Clean Crockery.
Spreading it around with Nicole and Randy and more. On this episode of The Morning Stream. Kind of slippery there at the end, but that's okay.
It's all right. You recovered well.
Yeah,
nice recovery.
It'll work in a pinch. All right, we did it. I'm going to eat eggs, and looks like kimchi she put in here.
I'll teach my co-host to suck eggs.
That's right. Got some roasted potatoes, some daikon, pickled daikon. Oh, Brian, you gotta live here, and every day they bring you something good. I'm telling you. But your nice wife's off, dude.
I wish I lived close enough to get DoorDash from your family.
Yeah. I'll get that right over to you. It'll say, Jesus has left the bag on your doorstep. And you'll say, sweet. I'll go get it. See you later. All right. There it is. That's the show. We've done it. And we continue today with the deal. Adventure Club. However, I do need to pause the program and return so the stream will end and then come back. And then we'll all be okay. Okay? So don't go anywhere.